We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow will throw. Poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
And that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. He'll get third and very long. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Inside give to Dickerson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Keyshawn Boutte taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try and run for it. And they're going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. It's Barkley on the counter. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 29 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. To throw is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here now, 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught here by Adams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the Giants are going to have it. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
And we are underway from Houston. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Real quick.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now it's Jackson. He'll let this go for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ward. They'll get this out to Kamara. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Patriots, first down.
Dickerson on the handoff. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks.
Now Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Jackson now. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Randy Moss, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Camara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Camara. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second quarter action with 1 remaining. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing now, Ward. He's going to air one out. too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Ward. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 14.
Running it with Dickerson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And the Patriots first down.
Now it's Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is called touchdown, Patriots. Randy Moss with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
14, Seahawks 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. Here's Ward. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Eric Dickerson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
An 8-yard pickup.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going to wind up a safety. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Come on. 19 long cowboy 80. Warriors, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
To throw, here's Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run now with Dickerson.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pass complete there to Nakua. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Third and goal, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Pats will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Seahawks 9.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Alvin Kamara, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Aubrey good with the PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Seahawks 16.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
18 rattle, 18 rattle. Here we go, here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Seahawks. Randy Moss, 55 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Going to be taken in here by McClure. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They go play action now. Jackson going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Randy Moss, 72 yards. And the Patriots use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19, Charger, 19.
Ward. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Now that, top 19, Panther and left. 60 by 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To throw is Ward. That's into the hands of Worthy. Here's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing is Ward. And his throw here is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Here now, 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Patriots 35, Seahawks 30.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Jackson going to keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. So long, everybody.